All right. Happy Wednesday. If you are watching this on Wednesday, that is. If you're watching this on the replay, well, welcome. And you should probably come over here at 10 a.m. Eastern time, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, because that's when we do these live coffee talks. But what we're going to be talking about today is we are going to be, talking about niches. And really, we're going to do a brainstorming session. I have a list here that I've already put together that were already submitted by some people. And really what I'm doing here is I am looking for you to give me some ideas for some niches that you would like me to drill down into in the future. Now, I do have an upcoming workshop. It's called Niche Finder Fast Track Workshop. And during that workshop, I am going to be taking some of these and I am going to be taking the whole class through this validation process. So really how to come up with ideas is one thing. And actually there's one method that I actually forgot about until yesterday. And I found a niche, took me literally probably about 10 minutes. And I found this one niche that had already been proven out, doing just under $2,000 per month passively, very little overhead, built in under 2 years in a very, very, very weird niche. And that's really what I'm looking for here is niches like that. So this way here, we can show you that it doesn't have to be the mainstream niche or even high level or really competitive. It could be these little pockets in these niches, or we call them sub niches. And that's really what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for you to give me some inspiration, some ideas. And then also while you're here, you can hear what other people are coming in and kind of posting. So this way here, you can be part of this brainstorming session. So what I would love to do is kick this thing off and have you start submitting. And it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3. I don't care. What would be a niche that you would want to see drilled down into? Now, some of these I'm going to be doing inside the workshop, but outside of the workshop, I'll probably pick a few random ones there and we can do a niche drill down. Maybe I'll even do one on this upcoming Friday's jam session, depending on when you're watching this. But maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll pick 1 or 2 of them and I'll go through and I'll kind of dig a little bit here live so you can kind of see what that looks like. But I would love for you to participate here and let's start talking about it. Let's start talking about some of these niches. Now, while I'm having you come up with some, and again, just drop it in the comments, just drop in whatever that niche is, and I can go a little bit deeper with you because sometimes what happens here is they'll put out an idea, but it's not really a niche, okay? It's not really an actual market. It's something off of the market, but then we have to drill down into that. And I'll explain. There's actually one example here that I'm going to share with you here in a minute. But again, I just want to make sure that everybody is here. It looks like Kate is here. What's up? Good morning, crew. Looking forward to today. Kate says, what's up, Kate? Okay, so let me also say this here. I forgot to do this. Bad on me. Make sure that if you are interested in joining me inside of this Niche Finder Fast Track Workshop, which is happening, let's see, next Wednesday, so a week from today at 2 p.m. Eastern time, that's January 20th, we are going to be doing a full workshop. This is going to be 2 to 3 hours long, and we're going to be doing some live Q&A there as well. This is going to be brand new for 2021. So if you're interested in learning how to discover niches, but then from there, how to validate them with confidence that you can now build out this brand. Then what we're going to do at the very end of that is we are going to go through and build and show you how to build your roadmap for the next 30 days so you can take that niche and start building it. All right. Or the existing niche that you're in, you might want to sub niche down and then start building that part of it out. So it works both ways. But if you're interested, there's the link, brandcreators.com/NFW-enroll. And if someone could drop that in the comments, that would be pretty amazing as well. So if you guys could do that for me, that would be awesome. brandcreators.com/NFW-enroll. All right. And yeah, it's going to be a class with myself, Chris Schaefer. We're going to be going through this entire process. Really excited about it. And there's actually one method for finding niches that I forgot about. Yes, I just found it yesterday. Actually, I discovered it again. And I was like, man, I got to look into this even further, because this is actually, even easier, because now we can just kind of look and see proven niches and then even build off of that. Okay. Could just get our creative juices flowing. So guys, drop in your niche that you think, or not just your niche, but a niche idea. That's what I want this to be, is a brainstorming session live here with all of us here together on the morning crew. So I'm going to leave that up there. Oh, thanks, Kate. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, cool. Alejandro already started physical therapy. I love that. I love that. And I would take that even a level deeper. Physical therapy for X, right? So we can, the overarching theme or niche, right, is physical therapy, but physical therapy for blank, right? That's how we can niche down, but then we can always come up and kind of meet the, the overall niche, the bigger niche, and then we can start to go into these other verticals. So I love that one, physical therapy, and I would love to dig into that deeper. That might be one that we do on the Niche Finder Fast Track Workshop. I love that. What's up, Octavio is in the house. Kate says, yes, I will definitely be there. Let's see. Octavio, what's up, man? Good morning. Kate says, let's see. Oh, empty nesters. Okay. Now, okay. So empty nesters, that's an interesting one. And I know what you mean, right? Like, it's kind of funny. Myself and my wife, probably in about 5 years, 6 years, we're going to be technically empty nesters. Maybe not. My daughter's going to be going to college, probably, depending on what she's going to be doing, hopefully playing volleyball. We hope that she's going to be local. I'm hoping that she's going to stay home, but you know how that goes. Might want to live on campus. I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, empty nesters. So with empty nesters, though, what we would need to talk about there, Kate, is that's like, okay, that's a very wide thing, right? Empty nesters. But what are the problems, or what are the things, not even problems, what are the activities that an empty nester would be interested in? Okay. Now it's funny because I'm going to actually add these to my list here. So let me actually pull these up. Let me see here. Let me see if you guys can see that. Okay. All right. Let me know if you guys can see that. Yes or no. Let me know that. I'm going to take a sip of coffee while we do this. This is fun, isn't it, guys? Isn't this fun? And then what I'm going to do here live is I'm going to add these to this sheet. So we're going to go down here. And actually, I already showed all of these. So actually, I'll add these to the sheet, but let me go through these. These were ones that were submitted by some of you. Maybe you're still on, maybe not. But I asked this question the other day, and we had a few come through. So drones, aerial photography, veneering, woodworking, longboard skateboarding, travel with pets, finding your purpose midlife. Now, Kate, I think that you had you brought up something along those lines. Again, I want to talk about that one here. We're going to go back and revisit that one here in a minute. STEM toys, I like that. RV travel and van conversions. Okay, so this one here, drones, aerial photography. Now drones could be, again, the big market could be drones, but then we're narrowing in on aerial photography. Okay, so that's good. We sub niche that down. We can go in a whole bunch of different areas. And actually, I know this one is a great market and a great niche. I have a good friend of mine who's built a 7-figure content and course business teaching people how to pass drone exams, which is pretty awesome. So yes, I know this is a huge market out there, but there's all different sub niches you can go into as well. And then let's see here, veneering, woodworking. We're going to talk about that one. Longboarding, skateboarding, travel with pets, finding your purpose, STEM toys, RV travel, van conversions. So we were talking about empty nesters. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put this here. Let's see, empty, oops, nesters. Okay. And the reason why I'm putting that there is because empty nesters could also be RV travel. So maybe instead of going after RV travel all by itself, you would basically go after empty nesters that were looking to do RV travel. You see how we just niched that down? So I literally just did that on the fly versus going after empty nesters. Now, empty nesters, okay, what are we going to speak to as an empty nester? Everybody has different things that they're going to do, but maybe we're going to take the empty nesters and we are going to say, we're going to go after the ones that are looking to do more travel now, and specifically RV travel. Because you can say empty nesters are going to travel and they're just going to bounce around. They're going to go out and they're going to travel different countries, or they're going to go on tropical vacations, or they're going to just do maybe it's going to be around the world, travel trip. But if we zone in on RV travel for empty nesters, now we're talking, right? Now we've just carved out a smaller section of the market, but we would need to validate that there's enough there for potential. But I do like that. But you see what we did there? It's not just empty nesters. It would be more of this. Well, under empty nesters, what you could do is you could then write activities underneath there. So, and I would just put here, what activities? Okay. And then you would start to make bullets underneath that. So what are the activities that an empty nester would be interested in? What are they going to be searching for? What are they going to be doing on a regular basis? One of those could be RV travel. Or you could just target RV travel all by itself, but it would be nicer to then target a subset of that market. Van conversions, that's another good one. I know that for a fact. I did some research in that myself because I was looking to actually possibly start, which again, I validated it and said it's not going to work, was a van, not even a van conversion company, but basically someone that converted them and then rented them out like an Airbnb. I was going to have a whole fleet of them. But I ended up doing the validation on that and it didn't work. So let me go ahead and add any other ones. Oh, we had physical therapy, right? We had physical therapy. If I can spell, back up here. This is really interesting for me to do this live because my spelling isn't that great. So if I have to do spell check, just bear with me. Okay. Physical therapy. So then again, what I would do on this is I would put in here, specific type or problem. Okay. That's what I'm going to do there for this one here. Okay. So that's what I got so far. Let's see if any more came in here. Let's see. Oh, Maisie, what do you think? What do you think? Should it be people walking? Walking shoes. Maisie said walking shoes. No, Maisie, stop. All right. So maybe I should close my blind there so she doesn't see the people walking by. We have a lot of walkers in our neighborhood, and she loves to just sit there and park out. Okay, homesteaders. I like that. That's from Salama. So let's go ahead and let's put that one in here. Homesteaders. Like that. Let's move this list up if I can. Move this so I got some room here. Homesteaders. What else we got here? Homesteaders, again, that's a bigger niche, but could we go a little bit narrower in the homesteaders? Probably. Daddy's little girl. I know the feeling. Yeah, I've got another little girl who's actually 25 now who has almost a 6-month-old baby. So that's crazy. Oh, Ruth. Homeschooling children with ADHD, children with high functioning autism, children with anxiety, raising rabbits, parents with kids applying to college, teaching children to sew or knit. I love all of those. And what I'm going to do, Ruth, because there's so many there, is I'm going to copy this to the main doc. And I'll have to do that afterwards because I don't believe I can do it here inside of the platform I'm using. But those are great. So homeschooling children with ADHD. So see what we did there? We went from homeschooling and now we niched that down to parents that have children with ADHD. Okay. High functioning autism, children with anxiety, raising rabbits like that. Let's see, parents with kids applying to college. I like that. Teaching children to sew or knit. So yeah, so on the teaching children to sew or knit, I think that's a good sub niche, but it would probably be on the higher level, it would be uh, something along the lines of uh, activities for children. Um, Maybe even you would go the angle of fun activities for children to do less screen time, like being like anti, having screen time. You know what I mean? Like that might be a good angle. I don't know. I'm just playing here. But I like all of those. Those are great. Let's see. Kate, omelets, how to make omelets, different types of omelets. Yes, but again, we're not going to be like that's like one thing, but how many people are number one searching for just omelets? And if they are they going to keep coming back to the site? So it's like all about omelets, or would it be better to find a market that is looking for different recipe types for a specific diet of some kind, or a certain way of eating, or a certain way of living? So omelets would, to me, I mean, again, we could write that down, but omelets would be a very small niche. And then who are you really targeting with that? That would be a little bit harder. And Dina says, could you add tea, please? Yeah, we sure can. And so with tea, because that's so generic, is there any sub niche of that? Like, again, if I start doing some research on this, I'm going to probably expose some of these, but it's like tea, that's really broad. What would be better would be something along the lines of tea for therapy, right? Or tea for relaxation, or tea for meditation, something like that. But I'm going to add it here. Okay. It's kind of, let's see. Am I back? Your sound is gone. No sound. Yeah, that's my mic having some issues here. I had a little bit of an issue here this morning. Let me know if I'm back. It says that I am. Let me know. Derek, looks like my levels are there. Let's see. You're back. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on this. Periodic eating to lose weight. Okay. So Derek, I guess on that one there, I'm trying to think, like, are people searching for that? So again, I don't have time to do that, but we could definitely explore that. Yeah, we would definitely, it's again, so we're targeting the lose weight market, which is massive, right? And then in the lose weight, is there something else that someone's looking for? Is there a problem around this that people are actively searching for? So that's what I would want to look for. Okay, low carb instapot book. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. So, okay, I like what you did there. So let's go low carb. I'm not even going to put book. I'm just going to, I think it's Instant Pot, right? That's how you spell it. It says it's wrong, but whatever. Um, is it Insta or Instant? Let's go with that. I think that's right. Let's see. No, it doesn't matter. Low carb, instant pot. Yeah, it wants to correct me. Let's just do that. That way I don't see that red line. So that's a good angle to come in at, because now we're looking at low carb, but then we're looking at like recipes that can be done in the Instant Pot. So we've just kind of set outside of the big low carb market, right? So now we're just targeting that. So I do like that. That also lends itself to talking about other ways to cook and things like that. So I like that. Let's see. Slow carb diet. Okay. Let's put that one in. And all these different carbs, huh? Diet. Okay. I like that. Put that one in. Let's see. Oh, I'll answer this real quick. How many niches are you going to explore in the workshop? I don't know. Probably at least 5. But we'll see. I might even do a bonus training that all workshop attendees will get later. I'm thinking about putting together. I actually did a survey before and asked people if they would want this. Is basically taking 11. I use the number 11 just because it sounds good. But like 11 niches, and I'll actually explore each one of them, and then I will put that into a PDF book following the digital product creation fast track workshop model, where I'll basically record them and then I'll hand it off to my editor and we'll put that into a nice book. And then I will offer that for sale separately later, maybe even as a lead magnet, a paid lead magnet that will lead people into this training. So yeah, I'm going to give that to everyone if I decide to do it, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to. Because there's plenty. I'll even go through some of these and add these in there. And then what I'll do is I will do a deep dive going through their traffic. I'll be going through monetization that is happening throughout these different sites. And then from there, also looking at the growth potential and all of those. Okay, cool. This is good. Best light for working. Okay, I'm not sure who this is. It says Facebook user, you must not have given StreamYard the ability to see your profile, but that's okay. But best light for working, that's a product, right? We're looking at products now. What I would rather see here is who's the best light for work? What type of work? Is it working construction? Is it working in the office? Is it working, outside in your garage? What's it for? So to me, that actually is more about a product. What's the market that we're serving to give them information about the best light for working? Hope that makes sense. Meditation. Yeah, I'll put that one down. Now in meditation, I would want to go deeper. So it could be meditation for kids, right? And I think I looked that one up a while ago, and I think that was a pretty good market, actually. Kids or children, however it's being searched for. Meditation for children could be for women, and you can go men. You can go meditation for X. You know what I mean? Like you can just fill that in. But just to give you some ideas, let's go back here. Let's see here. Okay. I think it was right here. Yeah. Periodic eating is like intermittent fasting. Yes, I believe, and the word would probably be intermittent fasting, would probably be a better search term in my experience of knowing what that means. But I could be wrong. We would want to do that research. We'd want to drill down and see, are people searching for periodic eating or intermittent fasting? Which one is better and which one should we target? Now, does that mean that we can't create content that talks about that, but then leads to intermittent fasting? We probably can. But intermittent fasting is so big. Again, I would want to go intermittent fasting, and I would want another part of that market. So intermittent fasting for X, right? Who are we serving for? Like what purpose? What's the reason? Is someone trying to lose weight? Is someone trying to build muscle? Is someone trying to get healthier and doesn't care about weight loss? They just want to get healthier because of all of the toxins in your body and what intermittent fasting does for that. Like, who is it for? Like, intermittent fasting is the thing, but who is the sub market that you're going to be serving? But I do like that. What's up, Troy? Good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we're just playing over here. We're going through some niches. If you have a niche that you would like me to drop into this little sheet here, we're playing a little bit here, and I'm getting ideas for the upcoming Niche Finder Fast Track workshop. Yeah, Jason says intermittent fasting is the better term. Yes, I would believe it is as well. So there you go, Derek. I think you got that. Let's see. I am back. Everybody is saying autism. I like that. Okay. So again, we would want to probably go deeper than that. Let's go. Let's see. That one. Okay. But again, autism is such a broad market. We would want to do maybe for children or maybe for adults or whatever, right? Like we'd want to chunk that down and make it a little bit more niche, or even just after one of the main issues. And then I would start serving that part of the market. And then I'd start bringing it in like, maybe autism activities for children. Maybe that's the whole, premise of what you're doing. If it has again, we have to validate all this stuff. All we're doing right now is we're getting ideas, but autism is so broad, we need to niche it down. Intermittent fasting, broad, we need to niche it down. Intermittent fasting for women, because for women, it's going to probably be different than men. Intermittent fasting over 40, right? So if you're over 40, intermittent fasting might be different, or might have different benefits than it does for someone that's in their 20s. Or intermittent fasting for a bodybuilder is going to be different than it is going to be for just a regular guy like me. So we want to look at those things. Let's see here. Where am I here? Here we go. Esports. I'm not sure what that is. What is esports? Boxing, coffee. Okay. I like this. Okay. So I'm going to put boxing. Now let's talk about that, Troy, while I have you. So boxing, what are we talking about with boxing? Is boxing just because you want to be an amateur boxer? Is it because you're doing it for fitness? Are you doing it because it's a hobby? Is it your way of working out? Is it kickboxing? Like what are we doing with boxing? That main keyword, it's boxing, but there's so many different angles we can go into. So what are we talking about for boxing? Not just, is it, we're going to just talk about upcoming fights and that's going to be our thing. What are we talking about? And then the other one you said was coffee. And we just talked about tea. So coffee, it's so broad. But what do we do? So do bulletproof, right? We can do, let's see, organic. We can do, let's see here. What other thing could we do for coffee? Yeah, I'm trying to think here on the fly here. We could probably do something along the lines of just keto and coffee, because that's bulletproof. So again, not sure. I'm just thinking out loud here, but once I would start to go into this, I would want to start finding an angle, right? Boxing, the same thing. Are we doing it for exercise? Let's see. Exercise. Are we doing it for hobby? So we got to figure that stuff out. I'm gonna put this here. Kids, do this. Let's see here. Activities. Oh, video gaming. Okay, cool. I like that. So let's do, I should know that. My son and daughter both like, well, Fortnite and Call of Duty, I guess. But my daughter doesn't really play Call of Duty. She plays the Fortnite every now and then. Esports. So video gaming. Another one. Okay. I like that. But again, esports video gaming, what angle? What part of that market would you be serving? Right? Would it be the Fortnite crowd? Would it be Call of Duty crowd? Would it, would it be all of them? Like, what is it going to be? Video gaming is so broad, right? Let's see. Yeah, tournaments for video games. Alejandro, yeah, esports is huge. Tournaments for video games. Yeah, I know. My son tells me like millions of dollars people are winning, which is crazy to me. Let's see. Enthusiasm. Okay. I think what you're saying, I think you're saying, Troy, is that people that are just very interested in boxing in general, which I'm not sure if that's going to be a big enough market. Let's see here. Hobbies for empty nesters. Okay, we can go in there. So let's go back to the empty nesters. Let's see here. Yeah. What activities or hobbies? Put that in there. Boxing coverage is a passion. This is what Troy's saying. Boxing coverage is a passion, but I see your direction. I'll work on it more tonight. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, Troy. Yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those things like you might be really excited about it, but are other people, and are you going to be creating something that's being searched for, right? If you're going after more of like a news angle, you constantly got to be creating new stuff. You are not going to be really getting your search traffic necessarily, right? Because the things that you're publishing today are going to be old. If there's an upcoming fight that you're excited about and you want to get a whole bunch of conversation about it, it's good for a month. But then after the month's over, there might be a little bit of discussion about the fight, but then it's kind of done and on to the next one. So we got to be careful with that type of stuff. We're always looking for evergreen assets, as you guys always hear me talk about. Evergreen assets, meaning we want to create something that could be found today and 6 months from now and a year from now, and constantly be getting that traffic from content we're creating today. We also want to be able to find other channels of traffic like Pinterest and things like that. This one here for boxing, to me, without even digging into it, it would not be something that I would validate as a good niche to get into. Now, if we were talking about maybe it is at-home boxing or kickboxing for women, something like that, which I know is a huge thing. They have this, I forget what it's called now, but my wife's cousin was doing it for a while before the pandemic, and she loved it. They had all these kick bags in this thing, and all these women were doing the kickboxing class, and then her husband just bought her one for at home, so now she does it at home. It's a big market. So would that work? I don't know. We'd have to dig in further. But this is good, guys. This is really, really good. I love all of this stuff that you guys are putting in here. I'll go back also, make sure that I didn't miss anything. But if you guys are watching this on the replay, do me a favor and drop one in the comments if you have something that you want me to explore. And you know what I'll do? This Friday, we're going to do a jam session, and we'll most likely be doing more discussion on this. Probably just a random Q&A on finding your niche and validating it. So bring your questions for that. Oh, I like this one here, minimalist living. I just seen that one. Okay, I like that one a lot. So I will put that in as well. Let me put that down here. Living. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Yeah, this is, guys, this is fun. I love doing this. I just love doing the drill downs. And I'm going to probably do 5 drill downs during our workshop together. Next Wednesday. So whenever you're watching this, it's January 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern time. You still have time to register. Even if you're watching this later, you can go there to that link, brandcreators.com/NFW instapot-enroll. That will still take you to the page that if you are seeing this after the fact, you'll still be able to go through the workshop. Obviously, if you join for the live class, we are giving a discount to that. So if you are listening to this or watching this before the 20th, make sure you go there, enroll. And we're going to spend 2 to 3 hours together. And you're really just going to look over my shoulder as I do some of these live drill downs. But we're going to go through an exercise that I am going to help you come up with ideas. Okay. And I'm literally going to show you, I'm going to show you one way that if you're just stumped and you're not able to come up with any ideas, I'm going to show you multiple ways, but there's one way that I'm going to show you on how you can see niches, random ones that have already been proven. And you're going to find that you could probably do something similar, or you can branch off of that, but a way for you to get inspired, but also look at the proof, look and see what other sites have done and what they're doing. And some of these sites are already, like I said, they're already up and running and they're already making money. So that's what we want to look at. So I'll be showing those during the workshop. But also, like I said, we're going to go through 3 different areas. First part, we're going to do niche discovery. And that's where I'm going to show you ways to come up with ideas. And then from there, we're going to move into the validation piece, which I have a whole workbook that is going to be delivered that's going to go through all of this with you. Okay. So you're going to be able to download that and then go through this process. Then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to map out what that 30-day roadmap looks like for building the brand. Okay. And then from there, a lot of it is going to be carried on past the 30 days. Okay. So again, if you are interested in joining me, head on over to brandcreators.com/NFW-enroll. And then if you have a niche that you want me to add to this list, well, go ahead and drop it in the comments. And what I'm going to do Friday for our jam session, before we kick off the jam session officially, I'm going to go through and show you the updated list. So that way there, we can kind of see what else has come in. And right now already, I mean, man, we've got a good little list here, right? I mean, look at that list. It's pretty awesome. I don't know how many are on here yet, but we'll have to tally this up. This is good. All right. So let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. And guys, was this helpful? If it was, let me know that. And also, if you're on Facebook or YouTube or any of that, give it a little love, like it, share it, do all that cool stuff that you get to do on these social media platforms. Let's see here. Oh, cool. Another one came in here. Noise canceling headphones for parents. Yeah, my dad needed them when I was playing electric guitar with my band. Let's see here. Yeah, and Troy says, thanks, got good info because my brain thought boxing was great, but your breakdown opened my eyes more. Yes, and that's the idea of this, right? Is to hopefully shine a little bit of light and poke some holes. That's what we're here to do. We're here to poke holes. So this way here, we can figure that stuff out before you actually start building something. Let's see. Oh, Mike Snell. Yes, it absolutely is. I'm glad that you asked that question. So yes, anyone that is here inside of Brand Creators Academy, this is going to be for you guys as well. So you're all more than welcome to join us. So if you've recently joined and you're in that niche validation stage and you're going through the 30-day roadmap, part of that is the niche validation. This is a brand new training that will be added into Brand Creators Academy. Part of us creating these fast track workshops is to give people what they need before they join, or as you join, we're going to have these mini workshops, these fast track workshops that will allow you to go through this training within 2 to 3 hours. So yes, Mike, it is available. So you don't have to do anything. We're going to be actually sending out invites to all of you guys so you guys can secure your spots for the live room, which will be happening next Wednesday. Side note, Brand Creators Academy members, if you are watching this as well, tomorrow, Thursday, we are doing a niche reveal of case study brand number 2, which just crossed $1,000 in earnings for the month. Pretty excited about that. New revenue stream. Going to be talking all about that. We're going to be sharing that niche that we've been building for 12 months now. That's getting over 30,000 page views. It's also has an email list that I didn't even know I had. I forgot I built it. And I'm going to share what those numbers were like. We got over a 70% open rate on an email list of 589 people, which is crazy. and what we're going to be doing there in the future. So now that's going to be totally transparent, and that's going to be revealed tomorrow, Thursday, at when are we doing that? We're doing that at 1 o'clock, I believe. So if you're in BCA, make sure that you register to be part of that. Oh, cool. Another one here. Superfoods for weight loss. I like it. It's still broad. I like superfoods, but we got to go a little bit more narrow. We can definitely talk about that. Derek just purchased the workshop. What day is it? It's Wednesday, next Wednesday, the 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And Derek, between you and I, we're probably going to do a second live for all of our attendees, just in case they couldn't make the first one. We also do that so we get the best recording, and then we make that our finalized training. So just between us, yeah, actually, you guys know now. So we're going to be doing a second one. Let's see here. Oh, Barry, if I register for the 20th workshop and can't make the whole session due to my real job, will I be able to access the video at a later date? And the answer is absolutely yes. And it's actually going to be really, really helpful for everyone after the fact, because what we do is we do these trainings in about 2 to 3 hours. And then what we do afterwards is we break it up, we have it edited, and we have it chunked down into each section. And then we have a live Q&A. So if you can't make the live Q&A, we record the live Q&A, and then we put that into the training as well. The other thing is when we do a second live workshop, we'll do another round of Q&A that also gets added. So you really get 2 rounds of Q&A. So yes, Barry, it does, or you do get access to all of the training at a later date, or whenever you want to access it. Kate, yes, helpful. Do we need to register if we're in the academy? And the answer is you will not have to register through the link I gave here. I'm going to give you a private link to the private Zoom room where we're going to be doing the training. That'll be happening after tomorrow. So I'll probably give that out Friday or Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. And coffee time, Derek says. All right, guys. So listen, if you guys are interested, like I said, make sure you go to brandcreators.com/NFW-enroll, and we can get to work. We can get finding these niches and validating these niches. So this way here, you feel more confident when you are deciding to build your brand. The other thing I want to leave you with is what you are learning here. What you are learning, even just on these coffee talks, but what you're learning, you are going to be able to get better at. You're going to have this skill set now, because I'm telling you right now, your first niche that you do is not going to be your last niche. You're going to have other niches that you're going to be building brands out in. I guarantee it. And from there, you're going to get better at it. You're also going to be able to spot opportunities now. So once you understand this and you master it, and I'm going to give you everything that you need to master this skill, then it's pretty much up to you just to identify them and then lay out the roadmap. And then once you do it once, you're going to understand the process, and you're going to learn by doing. So just understand this is a skill set. All right. And the things that you're learning here, it might seem a little awkward right now. It might seem a little scary at times, but the biggest thing that you can do, the best thing that you can do, is understand that you're learning a process, you're learning a skill, and this is something you'll be able to take with you forever. Okay. So just understand that. Really, really important, because for just, under $50, you're going to be able to attend this training, and you're going to walk away with the information and the action steps to learn this process. All right. And then from there, move on to building your brand. So many people get stuck in this stage of procrastination or fear of it not being the right niche. I don't know if it's really the right niche. I don't know if it's got the full potential. You're going to feel so much more confident once you go through this process, and then you lay out that roadmap. So wouldn't it be nice to know that you have a market that you've selected, you've done the research, you've done the validation process, that you know that there's potential to get a ton of traffic and to make a lot of money through that traffic and that niche. But that's what you need to understand how to do. And that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you how to do during this fast track workshop. So if you're interested in attending the live training, head on over to brandcreators.com/NFW-enroll. And if you're watching this later and you want to drop a niche in there, I'll add it to the list, and we'll update it this Friday so you guys can see what we've added since this coffee talk. All right, guys. So that's it. That is going to wrap up this Coffee Talk. This has been awesome. I'm always fired up. And you guys didn't notice my glasses. Yes, different pair. Didn't notice that there was a different pair than the last ones I was wearing. I got 2 new pair. Still getting used to these things. Yeah, got these on again today. Feeling a little bit smarter, a little bit wiser. Not sure if I'm going to wear them all the time. Got to be honest. But all right, guys. So that's it. That's going to wrap it up. Have an awesome day. Take care. Take action. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.